Hello, everybody. Welcome to Monday Monster Movie. With me is Admiral Teague and Girls Random Thoughts. How you guys doing?
Doing all right. It's good to
Yeah,
see you.
another day, another HR meeting.
Good for you, girl.
Is that what you call throwing rocks at federal agents in Minneapolis?
No, it's called tell your coworkers speak English. You're calling immigration on them.
All
And hello,
right.
Dan. And hey, buddy.
Hi, buddy.
Hey, buddy. Hey, sit down.
Today we got the follow up to last time's movie, Rebirth of Mothra. This is 1997's Rebirth of Mothra 2. We are featuring the second incarnation of Mothra, Mothra Leo. Let's get this started. It's this, Dan. If you can find a fly swatter big enough for Mothra, good on you.
Is it, uh, maybe I gotta refresh here because it's not playing.
Yeah, the effects don't really age too well.
Yeah, that's just wanted to play for me.
This one, I believe, Mothra is fully digital.
Jeremy, I gotta restart my
All right.
computer. It's not playing.
Dan, on my end, I'm not getting any circle of death.
I'll be the judge of that. He may be right.
Let's reset this. That is the saddest thing he's heard all day.
He'd be in a lot of trouble if he tried that with white children. Oh, wow. Gorilla's gone.
Yeah, I had to reset.
I've got Theta coming by tomorrow. Are you free?
I don't think so.
Fuck. 9:30. Really?
Either that or I'd have to switch off of Thursday.
Would you really want to miss the biggest show on the channel? Did you see the numbers on that?
It's incredible.
How is it getting more viral every week? And how do we quit when it keeps spinning up? Am I right?
Yeah.
What year is this movie? Like 2003?
All right. What did I miss?
1997.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't that far off.
You didn't really miss anything, Gorilla.
We were just talking about how we respect your right to protest the federal agents, even though we disagree with you on the mission of ICE. We support it. Look, Germ, I'm wearing my "Entitled to Come to America" T-shirt.
Yeah.
You know it's wrong to give people free stuff unless they come here from Cuba, right?
Yeah, sure. The Cubans deserve it.
I also believe in the enhanced citizenship that they get faster. because we're fleeing a communist regime. The Canadians, on the other hand, they embrace that communism. We don't see them fleeing.
What are they trying to catch?
They're trying to catch a little starfish.
Bizarre. Hey, man, is that the same chicks?
I believe so.
You've got to be kidding me. They'd be like 80.
They're the same ones from.
All Japanese look the same.
Well, that is true. They're the same ones from Rebirth 1.
From what?
From the one in 1996.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're not the 1970 Mothra girls.
No.
They're like they're their great granddaughters. Do you have the pass in the StreamYards? Or the StreamYards pass in YouTube?
Shouldn't be.
Kill that kill the banner.
No, they got the Cosme link in stream in the YouTube. That's all.
Ah, that's for my streams there.
Ah. Yeah, there you go. Like, share, and follow this stream, ladies and gentlemen. Free movies. Germ, stop sharing copyrighted material.
Oh, that's the beauty of it. Japan has very different copyright laws. And technically, this version never came out in the US.
I've heard the Japanese don't do the woke thing either. I like that.
Not anymore. They got brand new prime minister who is extraordinarily based. And
Hey,
Islam.
I got a question. How can they have a fat kid when all they eat is sushi and seaweed?
If you're both getting knocked down by one little shove, you probably don't want to mess with her. You're wimps.
It's a spicy tribble.
A lot more digital effects in this one than the other one. They gave her little dragon a more fighter plane look.
God, what a fuck.
Dan, it's more sci-fi fantasy than anything else.
It looks like the Screaming for Vengeance logo had a baby, didn't it? Doesn't it?
A little bit. It didn't just pee on your leg, it's magic piss. Oh, they're gonna try to spear the wrong fairy.
Jerem, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you this, but the island's called Ishikaki. Is it some kind of trans island, Jerem?
No, they don't. That's the wrong part of Asia for that.
So, are you saying to go to the Philippines, sir?
Yeah, it's generally a good bet.
Wait, is a woman playing with that one of the boys there?
No, there's two boys and one girl.
No, but it sounds like a woman.
Oh, the two fairies are women. The kids are what they should be.
I'm struggling to square what you said about the two fairies, but it's an octopus's garden. This island sounds about as likely to exist as Albertan independence, Germ.
No, a little less likely than that.
Gorilla, are you worried about this breakaway nation to the north of you, full of wild men and guardians? What are you going to do about the failed chunk of Canada trying to join your state? We've heard about monsters like this before.
Yeah, Godzilla's done a couple of them. Biollante, one or two others.
They had those Adidas hats. I'm guessing they're fans of Tachyon Pulse. What do you think?
I don't think Tachyon Pulse was born yet.
These people were futurists. What's with the mock? Why the fuck? Now here's why I watch kaiju movies. This is action.
Yeah, it's always the best part.
I think it's fairly clear that George Lucas stole that for Phantom Menace. What do you think, Joe?
He stole a lot from Japanese movies.
It's possible he had some familiarity with the samurai concept.
Just a little bit.
He seemed to be alluding to like it's a sensei learner kohai sort of relationship. If you ask me, I'm just guessing now. Would Obi-Wan Kenobi count as a Ronin germ?
Yeah, probably.
By A New Hope, right? He's a samurai in the prequels. I really hate the mock. Why? It looks like a little Mugatu. Little assholes, you're going to be killed by Mothra.
I would take your opinion as expert there, Tubby.
All of these kids are a little too young for them to for her to be trying to clue them in on one day they'll think she's hot. I mean, they're like 10. It's a little cringe.
Well, it looks like that one kid, all he's concerned with right now is cheeseburgers.
It's amazing. It's right only as far out as children can get, but no one noticed it. Japanese people are lazy, Germ, and inobservant. Let me guess, it's home, right?
Yep.
I'm telling you, that guy on the front of the jet ski's father is definitely Australian. Or his mom really loved the guys from the U.S. military base. What are you thinking, Germ?
Yeah, it's a good bet.
What I like about this Mothra is it's the gayest one we've seen, and this is so Indiana Jones. I love it.
Oh, that little one isn't even Mothra.
Was it Mothra's like familiar?
The fairies named it Fairy.
These are the four before the Johnny Depp pirate movies, aren't they?
Yeah, a fair bit.
Buddy says now they are in the land of the lost.
Kind of agree, bro. Kind of agree.
But as far as you, that's about as high up as you'll get in this world, kid.
Looks awfully Aztec to be Japanese. Yeah, they're gonna literally jump the moth, buddy. Hey, Gavin.
Hey, Gavin.
Yeah, it's a Sony Aztec pyramid in the middle of the
Arg,
Japanese
hello,
Sea.
Blackie. Good to see you, Gavin. The Sony Aztec pyramid, indeed. Now, this definitely inspired a couple of scenes in Godzilla -1, huh?
Oh, they do all that in all the monster movies.
So you're saying is Godzilla -1 did all the kaiju stuff, but better.
Yeah.
Have you heard about Godzilla -2? They're making it now.
Godzilla -0.
Yeah, Godzilla 0. They're making it now.
Yeah. Believe it's scheduled to be out later this year or early next year.
$200,000 they're making it on. That includes publicity, Germ.
No, the pyramid has a main gun.
Shooting that dark side lightning. This sequence is so George Lucas, isn't it?
Yeah, George Lucas knew who to rip off.
You got several George Lucas things going on at the same time. With like a Goonies backdrop from his buddy Steven.
And hey, FKC 2005, how's it going?
Hey, Tim.
Hey, buddy.
Oh God, did you really have to give us that image, Tim? It's bad
This
enough
song
you
fucking
give-
this
bad
song
enough you give
fucking
us that
sucks.
image.
What happened? What happened to our original Mothra song? That was a great song.
Well, they updated the tune into pacing. The lyrics are the same.
Are they? I preferred the way they sang it the first time.
This is very 1996. The mid 90s didn't age very well.
It feels very Power Ranger-y, doesn't it?
It's about the time frame for the Power Rangers.
It also looks like the exact same island that we see in Resident Evil. Is it 3?
One of the very rare model shots they have for Mothra.
Gavin, that's true on and off for some parts of the 90s, for sure. Some of the blurries, a lot of the chicks I remember as being a lot like cuter or cooler than they actually were.
Yeah, that tends to happen with the 90s.
I wonder if George Lucas saw this scene, huh? Reminds you of like Revenge of the Sith at all, Jer?
A little bit of the Phantom Menace.
Well, no, the turbo lift scene. And by the way, like, could they get like a shirt from a real American team, Oakland Athletics? Who are they? When the
Yeah, a lot
when
of things changed since the 90s. This is the height of Moneyball. So they were the big team.
is there like a Portland Trailblazer shirt in here too? Who is their big player, Germ? KJ?
This time, Portland wasn't really anything.
Yeah, I don't think Bob's just gonna listen to you tell you the lead when he has all the cards right now.
You didn't have Herb?
FKC is asking which one of these boys is Elchie and Kenny. I can't tell you which one's which.
I have no idea.
Are you sure the Portland did? I mean, sorry, Seattle didn't have Herb Williams at that point, Germ?
In 96, it was Peyton and Kemp that were the big players.
That might be true. Yeah, I believe you.
That was the last year they made the finals.
What I think is you can really be proud of Sean Kemp, especially in his post career. He never went out there and did anything to embarrass himself at all.
Yeah, him and his
Yeah, it says he was
24 children.
yeah.
That reflects well on him.
Out of here.
Yeah, it did until the state of Washington came looking for child support. At one point, he is in the hole to the state about $2 million.
Okay, so it didn't go too well for Sean Payton. How about Kemp? He never embarrassed himself or did anything messed up, right?
That was Kemp. Gary Payton went on to do quite well.
Okay, cool. At least he was cool. I thought Kemp became like a loudmouth coach.
He was coaching high school ball for a while there. He was doing a lot to try to get money because he was in deep.
You said the man had 36 children.
The last time I saw the count, it was somewhere around 2 dozen.
So what you're saying was
That was the first time he went to jail.
So what you're saying is penetrating and devastating was sort of his thing. He was good in the paint. He never pulled out.
Pretty much.
He was in the hole.
Tim's betting he's the only one that flew to Japan.
Clearly, this was ripped off for House of the Dragon. This looks just like the air chase.
Oh yeah, Tim, you probably are.
Even the CGI is way better than anything new Trek.
Yeah, even at 30 years old, this is way better edited and way better CGI than New Trek.
So, this is night and day better than New Trek. The
Yeah.
story is not the most fantastic, but I can follow it so much better than most Alex Kurtzman stories. And that's despite the fact that Alex Kurtzman's predictable. This story had a little bit of spontaneity and oomph. It went in the direction. I'm not calling it a masterpiece. It's dumb. It should have been a children's book level of plot, but it made sense, and they didn't have to pound it home, and they didn't treat me stupid.
Oh, this
I don't
is
know.
children book level for Japan.
Right, but they're not treating us stupid.
Probably is better than New Trek.
I don't think it rises to adult level literature in America either, but the kaiju stuff's great.
How did he bite him? He doesn't have a mouth.
You don't want to know where that bite came from. Yeah, I would say that's George Lucas's head.
Seems I've seen that before somewhere. These people are watching Spielberg too.
The way of God, only the righteous man will pass.
Yeah, he's making that bridge really fucking work.
It's a leap of faith.
I don't know. Tim said put some kind of gift in there.
I love how it shoots like gay rainbows.
Are you sure they're not bi rainbows? Or trans rainbows?
They could be trans rainbows or inclusion rainbows. I'd leave that to the expert. Call Mikey Sue's for.
Where are all the dead fish popping up? As much as they're electrifying that water, you should be seeing dead fish. Oh, apparently Robert Duvall died.
Oh, that's a shame.
It's worse than that. He's definitely dead. It was apparent for a few minutes that he might be, but then when they checked, he really was. Yeah, 95 years old.
He sure hung in there.
Just you wonder what he could have done if he'd had more time.
Wait, I thought they were on Mothra's side.
It's crazy to think that that means that Robert Duvall was born in 1930 or 31.
1931.
So relatively long time ago now.
Yeah, just a bit.
He was already
watch
like 3
these-
years old during the first Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah. Watching these movies makes me realize how many moves Pokemon ripped off.
Fuck yeah, but I just love how cheap and fake that butterfly is, or moth. Yeah, it's growing on me. I'd like to see the make out. Is that like a common thing that people say about these chicks?
They're hot Japanese girls. What do you think?
I think a lot of people want to see them make out.
Officially, you're not a creep in this one. They are both of age in this one. The first one, you'd be put on a list.
What, these chicks in their first Mothra movie, like 6 years previous, or the chicks in Mothra 1?
Yeah. In Rebirth of Mothra 1, they were 18 and 16.
I don't know if I'd be in trouble in Japan or like Kentucky, but probably in most other places.
Oh, this is the part where they make the new toy.
You know, I didn't realize he was such a popular monster, Germ, or are you just a big fan of Mothra? Whose movie appears frozen? Let me try a rewind, a refresh.
No, it's frozen on my head also.
Okay. Oh, Germ's not responding either. Could we have lost Germ?
No, I'm here.
You're here. Damn. So we have no movie, but we do have Germ. It's the worst of both worlds, folks, but we're working on it. We're working on it. It'll only be frozen for a few moments. I would just want to point out that until DEI really ruined the way things work over at our theater, we didn't have this problem. Remember when the file that ran our projection was white, Germ?
Yeah, that was a lot better.
Now that we don't have a file that's white.
Okay, does it look like it's coming through now?
We have a frozen image of something right now, and it looks very Star Wars. There's always a bigger fish kind of thing. Guys, we're loving the intermission memes. You guys are the
It's
best.
paused.
Having some fun with it. All right, here we go. Action.
That moth sure can hold its breath.
Why did they jump out into the water?
With the giant monsters duking it out.
Yeah.
They may be a little bit better off in the sinking pyramid. They used an awful lot of plastic for that one. Couldn't use felt, just fall apart.
It worked for the moment. I thought it suited the scene. That looked cool. But we've kind of accepted that the special effects are going to be cheesy. It's just, are they cool cheesy? And I think this movie's delivered on that. What do you think, Joe? Am I
Yeah,
insane?
definitely.
Like, this looks far from real, and I want to laugh out loud, but it's cool.
It's actually a little bit better than the first one. When Mothra was underwater in the first one, you can see the felt coming apart.
It's also like every single minute of this is better than fucking like Multitude of Madness or Multiverse of Madness.
Well, waterboarding is better than that movie.
Yeah, I would agree.
They're just spamming the recovers on Mothra.
He should listen to Japanese Walton Goggins. What do you think, Jerm?
Yeah, sure. Listen to the guy with the spear gun.
A certain sense of authority.
He may have a few barnacles.
Whoa. This also looks very Lucas. You think he was sitting there watching these movies like,
I can seal that, but since I have more money, it'll look great and no one will ever notice.
Hell, that's what he did with the original.
you said this movie's from 96?
1997.
Oh, yeah. That's the first year we had to pay for gasoline. Clinton, you know?
They need to realize that that little fairy broad isn't paying them. They've reached the command center.
Hey,
Lemon pie.
Hey,
Dude,
Scurvy.
Lemon pie.
Hi,
Climax.
good to see you.
Scurvy.
That is just right out of a Saturday morning cartoon. That creature. I hate it, by the way. Or should I say, I hate it in this context. Hey, look, it's one of the missing Shankara stones, Germ.
I think he's going to get shocked again.
Either that or Shatel Lao and his associates might attack him, right? And Mola Ram. You betrayed Sheba.
Yeah, trapped inside and it's going to blow.
Not only that, but it'll suck. It's like they reversed the end of TMP.
Looks like it's going to ask him, are you a god? Get a lot of Bulk and Skull vibes off of these two morons. Oh, he's finally done resting.
I guess as I help destroy the planet, I use more than my fair share use of resources.
It's okay, as an American, you're entitled to. It's okay, Gavin. You're American by proxy, so you're entitled as well.
We hereby confer upon you the title of honorary American. Use it well.
It goes double if you vote reform or restore. Anything but labor or conservative.
Their party labels are so messed up. It's probably best to tell them to vote Democrat, liberal, and that'll end up being conservative like stuff. But because the parties are so old, they've drifted off their original meaning.
No, they
I'm
got
the
a new one
original
over the
American.
weekend.
I'm British, he says. All right, fair enough. America 0.0, the beta test, right?
Exactly.
I saw that they passed a round of very strong anti-Sharia laws in Minnesota this week. Have you seen that?
I highly doubt that. Actually, you want to know
Was it
how
maybe another
much
state?
I doubt
Was
that?
it maybe in Congress then? Was
You
it our
want to know how
federal
much I doubt
government?
that?
No, Texas.
No, it's
Oh,
I
Texas.
believe that when my ship turns purple and smells like rainbow sherbet.
And that new party over in Britain, Restore, is running heavily on basically banning Islam.
All I know is I want to move to Italy so I can live under Mussolini again, like I did when I was, as a Highlander, we sometimes look back fondly on these things, don't we, Germ?
You'd be the only one looking back fondly on Mussolini.
You, me, and Benito were friends the whole time. Come on. I mean, yeah, but he made the trains run on time, bro. And I think their new
For a little
prime
while,
minister the new
then he
prime
failed.
minister.
He failed 3 times actually in one war.
That's true, but I believe his great granddaughter is now prime minister. Italy is ruled by a hot chick. Well, they had like a porn star in their parliament, right? Cicciolina.
How kind of them. They're waking up the tableau. They're always biting the wing. Hey, the fatter one made it.
Little asshole, shut the fuck up and jump.
They were both so determined they couldn't make it when the by far tubbiest of them all made it easily. And he gets a magic golden shower and he's alive again. Is that really worth it?
Yeah, you're washable.
There's more Asian people than anything else. If they don't make it, wow, that looks just like the Justice League, like place where they fight. And there's your bridge scene from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, right?
Yep. Apparently made out of solid uranium, judging by the fireball.
And they're loving the Shining with this great CGI. Now we're back to Raiders.
Exactly, Gavin. Healing piss. Only the Japanese would
The
think
only
of that.
kind.
Hey, it had one last side beam in him.
They always say that.
Oh yeah, the Furby is going to be useful. Mothra Mega Evolved.
think I speak for everyone when I say this is why we watch Mothra. Now, Germ, every time one of those rainbow beams hits the creature, does it change his pronouns? Is that what the damage is?
Well, that and a whole lot of physical damage.
I like how you're like, yeah, sure, yeah, that too.
Oh, look, there's not Mothra, Moses.
How come there's no fish in the middle flopping around?
Moses, where's your God now?
I don't think even a fish is dumb enough to hang around that battle. Rainbow Mothra enters attack mode. Yeah, Mothra is now an X-Wing, Gavin.
God, these things just don't die, do they?
Oh, yeah, they're pretty hard to kill.
What are those things they're shooting?
Those are the little starfish from earlier. They're essentially the core of the Gora. And now Mothra has a tractor beam. He might as well be the Starship Enterprise at this point.
Gauss is trans Mothra, Mothra A, Gorgo is the Chilodrians, Starfleet puke. He must go, his people need him. This has to be almost over.
Yeah, it is. Probably a good idea to start running. Yeah, too late. Now you're all getting washed away.
Tell that to all the victims of the 2008 tsunami, you pieces of shit. That was a feel good moment of the movie. They killed Gorgo.
Yeah.
I mean, in the
Yeah,
way he
again,
lives
Toho
forever.
has all the special effects.
In a way, he lives forever, but he's dead enough for me, right?
Sure. Yeah, Toho has the special effects right up there with Babylon 5.
They're nostalgic now. I really enjoyed them. Is that crazy to say?
Oh, yeah, groundbreaking for 1995 through 1998.
I thought it was great. I was enthralled, swept up almost. Oh, I bet that's an egg of some kind. She got the world in their hands.
And that's our movie.
Oh, wow. We're going to listen to somebody.
We
We're
are
listening
not
to a
listening to
South
Ms.
Korean
Nancy.
chick rap in English. Was
No need to
a
listen
young
to
Linda Park in that
90s
movie?
rap.
Did they
No,
have a young Linda Park? Or there was she's an American.
Linda Park is Korean.
She's of South Korean descent, but she's an American. We've heard her speak. She has no accent. She's a total American chick. Feel like a Coca-Cola. Yeah, well, that kid was wearing the shirt. I'm having one right now, coincidentally. That was something. I think it was a movie. It was 70 minutes long and change. It had a beginning, middle, and end. It made sense. It was still a better story than The Last Jedi. I don't know. Gorilla, what did you think?
It was all right.
Did you find it?
Not, it was top. It was not near top notch there, but at least at least I only asked it what time it was. Like one time during the whole damn thing, and the thing that's near the end. And like some of the movies they made nowadays, it's like, how much longer we gotta go?
Fair enough.
And we got a dubbed English version. That's what
that
counts.
indeed we did.
Yeah, I hope you appreciate that. That is very hard to come by. They never actually made that version in the US.
We created the dub earlier today using voice mods. You like my crazy new Andrew Jackson haircut? My barber was on Angel Dust or something.
Yeah, well, he'd have to be on something to keep working in that town.
The amount of stuff I'm seeing about New York that isn't true is now ridiculous. AI slop and lies exist. I also saw a story saying that things are ideal in Seattle.
Well, yeah, ideal if you're a communist.
No, it was
Which our
said
mayor
that it
happens
was.
to be.
I saw top 10 business expansion ideas into Seattle. Apparently, it's a very highly capitalistic enterprise zone, and it's all about law and order.
Yeah, that list was from 1997.
Probably. I would say this, don't believe anything you see, or even if you grok it. The mayor's a total dick, but some of these insane stories about how, as an infant at the age of 16, he and his mother went to a party at Epstein's house with a picture of him, and he's like 12.
So
Does not
Mama
match it.
Mommy tried to sell them?
No, it's totally made up and pasted together by non-English speaking people prompting an AI. Ma'am Dammy's mother is an asshole and she's really rich. Like, he was rich, and That's like he came from a lot of money. They came here because they wanted to be rich in America rather than be rich wherever they're from, right? So they come from Uganda here, and he wants to be like the next king of Scotland in America and whatever. Like the thing is, like infant Mamdami was described as being a 12-year-old. So I mean, I don't know about that one. And then on top of that, like fastball this one in there. In the picture, he's like, I don't know, like 12, like I said, but in real life, he was like 19 at the time this happened. And then when you look at the picture and grok it, was like, it's like 3 pictures ground together. And like, it was just, all she did was like get a grant for him to make a movie that was self-serving. Like she like made a biography about him, about how great he was. But I think it was all filmed at Harvard. Like don't get me wrong, she was a weirdo. He had money from the worst person in the world. But infant 12-year-old Mamdami, who was really 19 at the time, did not go to the Jeffrey Epstein movie premiere.
Hey, yeah, Gavin, he is wearing an Oakland A's jersey.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Late mid to late 90s. While it didn't translate into actual success, they had something called Moneyball for the Oakland A's, where they were making a whole lot of money, producing a whole lot of offense, and winning exactly 0 World Series.
It was a decent formula that was out of its time. What it was it was the only thing that was going to work for that market, but there was a shot that it could win a World Series. And what it did was, it was like, how do you explain it? Rather than having one marquee player and building a team around him, you have a bunch of mediocre players so that anyone coming off the bench will be as mediocre, and then focus on team fundamentals and defense to keep the score low, which works because the guys who sit around the league who are the supporting cast players usually have like superb defensive skills and other things that make them really good. So what he ended up with was a team of not like 1 or 2 like known great base stealers that can't be stopped, but like a bunch of like super well-rounded baseball players who are able to be like journeymen in all aspects of the game, and then like throw together with that a pitching staff that came of age. Moneyball was to have a decent player at every position.
Moneyball was to have offense at every position. The Oakland A's of Moneyball era had the worst defense in the American League. That's why they got to a grand total of 1 American League championship and a total of 0 World Series.
Is that why they trade away defensive third baseman Scott Brocious, who wins an MVP in New York, because they can't pitch around him because of the stacked lineup?
Probably.
Scott Brocious wins the World Series MVP.
Offense, minimize salary, and fuck all the rest.
I knew minimized salary was in there to bring it in a certain amount. I thought his deal was mid-tier players, so it was a solid offensive lineup where you didn't have any holes in it, so you had to pitch to everybody, and eventually they'd get to your pitcher. And his pitching team his pitching guys just they lucked out, they came of age, they had a good rotation. And what's weird is, you know who Barry Zito's uncle is, right?
Something like that, Gavin. It's more like 9 guys who score 8 runs a game, but give up 14.
Yeah. But here's the thing: they were managing to win 8-6 a lot more than they lost 14-8. They were making it to the playoffs, and they were sometimes making it deep into the playoffs. They got some good pitching performances. But Germ, do you know who Barry Zito's uncle is?
Who is that?
It's Patrick Duffy from Man from Atlantis and Dallas, the actor.
Oh, that poor guy.
No, Zito. It turns out Duffy is an okay dude. Zito's parents died when he was
Duffy.
Zito. No, Zito is it's very sad. Zito's parents died when he was young, and Duffy helped raise him. Like Duffy pitched right in. Turns out Duffy's okay. So why does Duffy have unpalatable political views or something?
No, Zito's a scumbag.
What did he do?
He wasn't exactly the best visiting player.
Oh, what do you mean he threw inside at people and was a piece of shit?
Running down the opposing team when their city, trashing locker rooms.
Oh, well, the trash in locker rooms I don't like, but I do like the bad guy wrestler aspect. Like, I know you hated him too, although you sort of had him for a little while in the area. Pedro, Pedro Martinez. Remember, like when he wasn't on your team, like how great it was to have him come to town to play your team because he would like talk up the rivalry. He would trash your team's players. He would call you, the fans, dicks, and he would basically fire up the whole thing. He could be on the most third-rate team in the way he total bad guy wrestler. How awesome was Pedro Martinez as an opposing pitcher?
Whenever he showed up here, he was drunk.
I'm sorry to hear it, but did you love the energy he brought to firing up the enemy team's crowd? Come on, that's playing it to the hill.
He didn't. He kind of sucked when he pitched against Seattle.
Maybe by the time he got to the Mets, he was just spent. I don't know. When he was with various other teams, he was better. When he pitched against the Yankees, he humiliated them and fucked them up. And then there was other times where the Yankees got him right back. It was a really good rivalry. And that was a good Evil Empire Yankee team. And he was a scumbag who deserved it. And they were a bunch of like pretty rotten bastards themselves. And that hateful rivalry was fun. And the way he would act when he came to New York was great. He was just a bad guy wrestler every inch of the way. I hate you. I hate your fans. You suck. And then he's a Met. That was crazy stuff, man.
He was mainly saying that because he was a Red Sox playing the Yankees.
But he did it when he was a Met playing the Yankees too. He was like, "Go fuck yourselves, man." When he was on the
There's
Expos,
the commonality of the Yankees here.
That's when he came. But he came to New York as an Expo. He's like, "Joe, man, fuck you, man. Go fuck yourselves, man. Joe suck." Like he was always like that. Like I love that he played.
He was
it
a
to the
good
hill
judge of the Yankees.
He said it as a Montreal Expo saying it to the Mets too. I thought he bought it everywhere he went. When he was a Met, when he went from town to town, he was shit talking their fans too in their stadium. He went after the Reds fans. Everywhere he went, he just went. I thought it was great. Like it was a little bit crazy. It was definitely performative. He only kind of meant it. And like you got to give a guy credit who could knock out an 84-year-old man and have that 84-year-old man say he was defending himself. I punched him first, and then the videotape bears it out. The 84-year-old man attacked him, fucking punched him right in the face, and Pedro didn't know where it came from. That was, I bet Pedro Martinez was a great bad guy enemy baseball player. I loved the energy he brought to being an enemy to my team. As a Met and as a Red Sox.
Fair enough. Teague, what you got coming up?
Tomorrow night, we got the Beta of the Grid is doing a brand change. He's calling himself, what is he called now? He is now called, give me a minute on this one. Nerd Archaeology. So I was like, I wanted to say sci-fi historian, but that's Sith Dan. So nerd archaeology is coming up. All these shifts to historian and archaeology type names, like not too reassuring, but I'm doing that tomorrow at 9:30. Before that, I'll be doing some Deep Space Nine with Jacob Ironside.
Sounds
then
good.
The Thursday New Trek show will be 9:30, I guess.
Okay. And we got 3 more episodes of that coming up?
Fucking 4 if you include this one, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm still hoping they drop them all at once. Like I have this dream that I turn on Paramount Plus at 1 a.m. on Thursday, and then like at 2 o'clock another one starts, and at 3, and then just run out the run, and like just drop all of the future New Trek shows, drop all of them in one night. This way, we won't even have to review them. They'll fail the blip on the radar, and you can move on and do your reboot. I'm telling you, Paramount Plus, you may have to leave them up a certain amount of time, but if there's any way to drop them all at once, I think you might get, even if it comes down to cutting down the $140 million buyout. I ran this one down. If they let him go 1 minute before December 31st, it's a $140 million buyout. I think at this point they hate him. And he's saying that Academy Season 2 will drop spring 2027. So I believe that we will know by the end of the year what will happen. We may have to admit that St. Patrick's Day is off, but it's not here yet. Things are really moving fast over at Paramount for Kurtzman. He is just it looks like he looks like a man on fire, and they look like they don't care to put him out, even if they, even to piss on him. But it also looks like they're not going to give him their golden parachute, and they're just going to see whether a Trek makes it or not. That seems to be the attitude. Either it's going to make it or it won't. And if it doesn't make it, that means the reboot is in 10 years, right? Would that be the worst case?
Probably.
I just don't think they want to make him rich. I think he has made them sick, and I think it's now personal. But, I got nothing to go on. I'm freely admitting that. He's been antagonistic for a long time now, though.
If it was personal, he'd wind up in the Mojave Desert.
They have the money to make him go away. The Ellisons are like defense contractors. They could send a drone. But I don't think they want to make him rich. I think that they can ride out no matter what happens to Star Trek. David Ellison's younger than you or I, or maybe he's your age. He doesn't have to worry about not living to see good Star Trek again, like some of the fans. He can reboot it from the bottom up if he wants. So
David Ellison is Gorilla's age.
David Ellison's Gorilla's age, right? Larry Ellison is older than you or I. He's real old. But David Ellison, he's a Star Trek fan. He'll get to see Star Trek on his terms, whether he has to pay Kurtzman or not. But it seems like he's resolved not to pay him. Let's see if he gets creative with the drops. That seems to be the only thing left. And at the end of this, I don't know if there'll be an NDA. I'm beginning to think we won't get the satisfaction of hearing why or seeing him run out of there on a rail. But the renegotiations have not happened. We've passed February, and now the newest rumor is some filming up until December 31st of this year to finish, or sometime in the summer of this year, and that an obligation to show by the 31st of the year might be going on for some shows. But I think what he would do is then drag his feet to have it drag over into 2027. I don't think he's going to leave clean or give us an ending. I mean, do you?
At this point, I could care less.
Well, just on a mercenary sense, I don't think he'll end it so he could write comic books and young adult novels and stuff like that and try to get funding for his own new Trek or some shit like that and be on a speaking tour. He wants to go on a speaking tour talking about how he advanced the cause of being gay.
Yeah, probably. But Gorilla, what you got coming up?
It's money.
Not that after this trip, I'm gonna head over to Raquel's there, so I think we should give her a raid. But otherwise, tomorrow we're gonna be watching crazy. We're gonna be doing Crazy Bitch Bingo tomorrow, where we're gonna sit there. We're gonna watch body cams, and these people that just turned a simple warning into multiple felonies and shit. It's funny as fuck to watch some of these body cams. But otherwise, we got Thursday. We'll have a cigar lounge there. Friday will be a Walton's review, and then Sunday. What are we watching again?
Beekeeper.
The Beekeeper. Okay. All right. So yeah, that's this week's plan. Now I'm gonna try to get some of those random thoughts with Gorilla done too sometime this week. I got a couple of them I had in mind.
All right, sounds good. We have on this channel, we'll be back on Saturday for the pre-show watch party for Enterprise. And then we'll be back next Monday for Rebirth of Mothra 3.
We've got another good Enterprise episode this week coming up. I believe it's we begin the fixing the Klingons this week, or do we have one more standalone?
I believe we are on the Klingons.
We're gonna fix the Klingons, guys, and we're gonna explain it at least, or try to.
Thanks for being here, everybody. Take care.
We love you all. Stream for vengeance.
Turn that off.